Welcome to Monetize Nifty Weekly Forecast. I'm Nikhil Malhotra, founder of Monetize. The Nifty weekly candle has now closed and it's time to decode what lies ahead. In this video, we'll break down the possible market direction for the upcoming week, along with the key support and resistance levels you should keep an eye on. So let's dive straight into the analysis. So let's begin our chart analysis from the monthly frame, and I need to zoom out completely on the monthly frame, and I will start marking bullish fib extensions on the multiple upward cycles. So the first cycle is to be taken at the bottom of the chart, so this can be considered as point A. This is the first swing high and this is the higher low, swing low. So I'll be connecting my first extension by connecting A, B and C on the monthly frame here. So starting from the lowest as point A, dragging to the first swing high and joining with the higher low here. So first extension applied, and we can add our vertical line at point C. And now I will use my second extension. Now for second extension, we have multiple choices here. So this is the first one, this is the second one, but this is the major cycle. So I'll skip applying extensions on the smaller waves. The idea is to pick the biggest wave. So here I can see that this is an important resistance because it created a sharp drop here, and this was until this low. So this becomes your new A. We have new B identified and our second point C identified. So I'm going to use my second extension in the bullish direction. So second extension added in the bullish direction. Now I'll change the color so that we can see the two different colors here, because I need to identify the magnet zones here. So on the basis of two extension cycles, we have identified. Now this is 8,500, our historical support. Now we have the second magnet zone at 14,585 or 14,996. So basically 14,500 to 15,000 is the second major zone of duplication. And then I get to see here our third duplication here. Now this is right now acting as resistance. So 24,100, because our current price is below 24,100. So 24,100 is now going to act as a major resistance. Now that's it. We can, if you want, we can add more extensions here. So we will have more duplication zones or magnet zones in between. So now I'm working on the next cycle. So I'll identify here this as A. Now this is the pullback here, a prominent one. So this will be identified as next B and next C here. So I'm going to add our new extension here. Now this is the third extension to be added on the monthly frame. Added, and I'll change the blue to darker blue here. Now we can shift the vertical line to point C. Now if you notice the pattern here, the latest bullish wave started from the low of 15,750. So this is the bottom. Now it created a sequence of higher highs. This is the first false breakout of the level of 25,000, the psychological mark. Now here the extension shows 24,966. So this is the psychological, nearest to the psychological mark of 25,000. First high. Then we get a second high, but the second high creates again a false breakout, and market quickly reverses and comes below 25,000. In fact, it has also fallen below 24,100. So this is going to act as major resistance now. So I'm going to highlight. Now this is the duplication. So this entire zone ranging from 24,100 to 25,000 is going to act as resistance zone now. So we have added our next resistance, highlighted our next resistance area. That's it. Now I'm switching to weekly frame here. Now on the weekly frame, again, starting from the vertical line, I'm going to add my next extension here. So this is the first low on the weekly chart. Now this is the first major swing high, and pullback higher low. So I'm going to add our new extension on the weekly frame. So first weekly extension added to the chart, and we can use purple lines here for the weekly extension. Now we can shift the vertical line here. Now we get to see some new magnet zones. So this is our nearest duplication now. So this is going to act as support. So this is at 20,300 to 20,400 area. In between, we have single fib lines, which will act as minor support, but this is going to be the major one now. Now let's add our next extension. So this is A, this is B, and this will be point C here. So I'm gonna pick the next one. So second extension in the bullish direction now added on the weekly chart. So now we get to see a new duplication zone here on the weekly chart. So this is the nearest support now. So this is in between 22,060 to 22,418. That's it. Now we can come closer and we can add a vertical line here and we can zoom in on the weekly chart. Now I'm working on the latest bullish leg, the last bullish leg on the weekly frame here. Now in the last bullish leg in the weekly frame, I get to see here on the top high and a higher high, and this is high and a lower high of MACD lines, and we have high and a lower high of MACD histogram. So in short, it has printed bearish divergence on the top, and bearish divergence means that bullish momentum is exhausted and buyers are giving way to sellers now. So our zone between 25,845 to 26,371 is now resistance zone. Now I'm going to highlight this area. I'm going to add my notes here. So this is weekly resistance now. And the breakout structure, the structure low here is now taken out. So sellers, they have pushed the price lower than this level. So I'm going to add here the breakout structure line. So the breakout structure level is 24,329 and the market has pushed lower. Now, since it has turned bearish, I need to move the vertical line to the highest one because now I'll be applying extensions in the downward direction and I'll be switching to daily frame now. So I'll be starting from the highest point on the daily frame and I need to look for the extension, basically the swing points on the daily chart in the downward direction. So this is the highest point. This is the first low, which is built on a major support zone, magnet zone basically. And this is the pullback lower high. So this gives me the chance to apply my first bearish extension on the daily frame. So connecting A, B, and C in the downward direction. And we'll use a different color here. So the brown lines are representing the downward extension lines. And if I need to add a trend line, so we can connect the highest point with the next lower high. And that's it. So we have added our first bearish extension. Now let's zoom out and find the new magnet zones on the basis of the downward extension and the upward extension. So this area 21,992 or 22,000 is the nearest magnet support, and this is also the overlapping zone of the downward extension and the bullish extension area. So this should act as our local support now, the nearest support and the strongest one. And the next downward is at 21,442. So in case if we see a push lower than 22 or basically 21,992, now this could be a false breakout on the lower time frame and then quickly reversing back. So it may extend up to 21,412 in the worst case scenario. Now it's time to move to the next lower time frame, that is 4-hourly frame. Now on the 4-hourly frame, this is the high, and towards the end here, I see here a lower low formation. So this is the first low and the second low. And between the first and the second low, I see here bullish divergence, which means that sellers are exhausted and the divergence is visible on both MACD histogram and MACD lines. So which does not guarantee a bullish reversal. But there is one thing, the probability of further selling gets weaker here because the sellers are not interested to sell this asset at a lower price, and the bearish momentum is now losing. Now, for buyers to take the full control on the basis of 4-hourly chart, they need to push the price above this breakout structure level. So in order to reclaim the control from sellers, buyers need a 4-hourly breakout above 23,816, and we are far from that level now. So we need to move down to the next lower time frame, that is 1H. Now, if you notice on the hourly chart, again between the last two lows, now this is the L1 and this is the second low, so lower low formation here, and here I do not see divergence, only on 4-hourly charts, which means that there is a very high probability that there could be one more push low, a new lower low formation. So this aligns with the new lower low formation and a new bullish divergence being printed on the chart, and then a fake break of this level 22,000 and reclaim higher. So we need to assess the probability of one more push lower. So how do we assess the probability and the levels here? I'm going to apply reverse fib on the latest upward move here. Applied. Now, in case if you see hourly candle closing below 22,615, then get ready if you see this support being broken on the hourly chart. So we need hourly candle closing below, and it should be a valid breakout and continuation lower for the new low being formed on hourly chart with bullish divergence. Then once we see a break above 22,615, this would be taken as confirmation of buyers coming back. So now we are getting very close to the magnet levels, and the magnet levels are taken from the higher time frame, that is monthly, weekly, and daily. So most likely the low is formed. Now let's look at the candle behavior here. Now, in case if we see a direct breakout above this level, if we see hourly candle again reclaiming the level of 23,300, so the zone between 14.6 to 23.6, and a valid retest, then it will continue higher, and the next target would be 24,105 to 24,147. So in short, I'm not interested in selling at the current levels. I'll be patiently waiting for the confirmation of the bullish breakout. Now I'll repeat here, there are multiple options, so we may see one more push lower. So this could be one more push, creating one more low with bullish divergence, or false breaking below 22,000. So I need to see false breakouts here, a valid pullback, retest of 22,000. In case if we see market going below 22,600, then only, and then continuation higher. So this would be the rounding bottom here. Then the first target would be 24,105 or 24,147, followed by 25,000. Again, a super strong magnet resistance area. Now let's move down to the next lower time frame, that is 15 minutes. Now on the 15 minutes, I can see that the last push is again, it has created a high above this level, which is now 23,317, but it failed to continue higher. And in case if this is the real breakout in the bullish direction, then I need to apply retracement here. Again, the level is same. So 22,622, or to round off, we can say 22,600 is the key level to look for. So we need support to be formed or a false breakout around 22,622 and then continuation higher. Alternatively, if buyers, they want to take it directly from the current level, then we need a break above 23,220, 23,300, valid retest and continuation higher. Now there is a very high probability, again 70 to 80% probability of the bullish reversal here. Now this would be counter trend reversal. I'm not saying that it would be permanently bullish. So for Nifty to turn permanently or long-term bullish here, now I'll apply fib retracement on the last leg down. Now the probability of long-term bullish reversal from the current levels remains very low. Reason being, I get to see here a low formation, and if this is to be taken as the final ultimate low of the current leg, it is creating a sequence of lower lows here and lower lows here. So most likely this is the first push down, enters into the magnet zone, bounces back, fails to create a new high, a lower high is formed. Now it is creating a sequence of lower lows, but now the bearish momentum is weakening at the current area, and it will push for the next corrective wave up, maybe to the first level of 24,000. Best case scenario, we can see continuation higher towards 25,000. Then it will be hitting the trend line resistance here, and then the next leg lower would be formed. Now, assuming that this is the next lower high, so this is high, second high, which is a lower high, and this is the next lower high, I can apply imaginary trend line here, extension here in the downward direction. So assuming that we start our next A, and this is point B, and point C is around 25, then in future, again, we see a very strong magnet being formed around 22,800 to 22,900. So this would be the first area of support. And the next one would be around 21,446. So most likely, after completing the corrective bullish bounce, if it fails to break above 25,000, then the next leg lower will take it to 21,400 mark. Now, a convincing break above, direct breakout above 25,000 and holding above 25,000 will invalidate the current bearish setup, but the probability is very low. So most likely we are now getting ready for the short-term corrective bounce and then continuation lower. So that was our detailed view on Nifty, its current market behavior, pattern, and possible direction for the coming week. I hope this analysis helps you plan your trades better for the upcoming week. I'll see you in the next weekly forecast.